Indian economic updates. In a major strategic move, India has officially recommended a 61,000 crore rupees partnership with France Safran to co-develop a high-thrust fighter engine intended for its Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft (AMCA), a critical step in pursuing self-reliance in defense propulsion systems. The indigenous thrust power pact is seen as a defining moment in deepening Indo-French defense ties and strengthening India's domestic aerospace capability. Under this proposed collaboration, Safran will assist in building a 120 kN class jet engine with a full technology transfer package aligned with AMCA development timelines. The engine would likely power later Mk2 variants of AMCA, while early batches will continue with the GE F414 engine. This initiative reflects a measured departure from past efforts, particularly the Kaveri Turbofan project, a decades-long DRDO-led attempt to build a domestic engine that ultimately failed to meet performance expectations. The Kaveri was officially removed from the Tejas fighter program in the late 2000s due to inadequate thrust, heavy weight, and reliability issues. In recent years, however, it has been repurposed for naval and unmanned aerial vehicle applications. The Kaveri project, initiated in 1989 with a modest 383 crore rupees budget and a design deadline of 1996, saw cost overruns and technical delays. Its prototypes underperformed in high-altitude trials in Russia, leading to a technical pivot and widening gap in India's jet engine autonomy. Amid this backdrop, the new partnership with Safran has reopened debate over technology transfer fidelity. Critics cite past delays in transferring Shakti engine intellectual property under India-Safran collaboration, raising concerns about timely realization of joint development promises. Meanwhile, analysts note that the stakes are high. India may need upwards of 250 to 1,000 units of such engines in the coming decade for the AMCA fleet and related programs. India's pledge to co-develop next-generation engine technologies with foreign partners like Safran and potentially Rolls-Royce or GE represents a calibrated strategy, leveraging foreign expertise while pushing for domestic industrial maturation. As the AMCA prototypes are expected to roll out by 2028 and fly within a year thereafter, securing a reliable and indigenously produced power plant is pivotal to realizing India's fifth-generation fighter ambitions. India's mobility and logistics landscape is experiencing a tectonic shift, merging established infrastructure with bold, futuristic transport solutions. The nation is tackling urban congestion, logistical inefficiencies, and environmental sustainability through a diverse, technology-driven strategy. Futuristic transit, from Hyperloop to electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft eVTOL. The Hyperloop project is gaining momentum. IIT Madras, in collaboration with Indian Railways and which includes deep tech partner Tutiar Hyperloop, unveiled the country's first 422-meter Hyperloop test track in December 2024, capable of propelling pods at speeds up to 1,100 km per hour. Indian Railways is now preparing a 40 to 50 km test corridor to advance this fifth mode of transport toward commercial deployment. This may radically reduce city-to-city travel times, for instance, covering Delhi, Jaipur or Bangalore, Chennai distances in under 30 minutes. Simultaneously, urban air mobility is advancing through public-private partnerships. E-Ware Mobility, with Hunch Mobility, is laying the groundwork for eVTOL air taxis in Bangalore by 2026, offering swift, zero-emission intracity travel. Additionally, collaborations like SkyDrive with the Gujarat government are exploring eVTOL ecosystems by 2027, setting the stage for aerial urban transit. Green Rail, hydrogen-powered trains on the horizon. In a major leap for sustainable rail, India has successfully tested its first hydrogen-powered train coach, a 1,200 HP driving power car, at Integral Coach Factory, Chennai. The project is moving into its final commissioning phase, with retrofitting of diesel-electric multiple units underway under the Hydrogen for Heritage initiative. Each hydrogen train is estimated at 80 crore rupees, with supporting infrastructure requiring an additional 70 crore rupees per route. Fulfilling India's 2030 net zero ambition, these trains will operate on heritage and hilly routes, offering zero-emission travel at up to 110 km per hour and accommodating around 2,600 passengers per train. Drone logistics and traditional upgrades. India's drone delivery ecosystem is expanding rapidly, bolstered by frameworks such as the Drone Rules 2021, which fosters smoother regulations. Startups are deploying drones for critical last-mile delivery in e-commerce and healthcare sectors, especially in remote regions, delivering both speed and efficiency. Bullet Train Corridor. India's groundbreaking Mumbai-Ahmedabad bullet train corridor, based on Japan's Shinkansen technology, is advancing at pace. As of mid-2025, 300 kilometers of viaducts have been completed using the accelerated full-span launching method, complemented by extensive pier, foundation, and girder construction. Meanwhile, the first 2.7 km segment of an undersea tunnel, part of the corridor's 21 km subterranean stretch, has broken through between Ghansoli and Shilpata in Maharashtra. The overall timeline remains optimistic, with full operational status expected by 2028. Simultaneously, national initiatives are reinforcing different transportation arteries. The high-impact dedicated freight corridors, DFCs, are nearing full deployment. The Western Corridor is projected to be completed by December 2025, enhancing freight capacity significantly. According to Dedicated Freight Corridor Corporation of India Limited, freight train operations have surged, handling around 392 trains per day, with a 19 to 25% increase in freight volume on the eastern and western DFCs. Additionally, the Road Transport Ministry is pushing the envelope. Plans are underway to upgrade 25,000 to 30,000 km of two-lane highways into four-lane corridors, backed by a staggering allocation of 10 lakh rupees crore. India's forward-looking approach unites cutting-edge transport, Hyperloop, hydrogen rail, eVTOL, and drones, with the robust modernization of traditional infrastructure. By orchestrating these complementary systems, India is not only advancing national mobility but also positioning itself as a global leader in clean, agile, and future-ready transportation. China's recent directives restricting the export of rare earth elements and permanent magnets, critical for electric vehicles and electronics, have disrupted global supply chains. The restrictions, implemented in 2025, have disrupted global supply chains, require assurances that Chinese-origin magnets will not be re-exported to the US or used in defense applications. With China controlling nearly 90% of global rare earth magnet production, the move has triggered widespread concerns, particularly in India. Facing an imminent shortage, India warns that its auto sector could run out of rare earth magnet stocks by late June, threatening the production of EV components and other key systems. In response, Indian industry has proposed a three-pronged strategy: launching domestic magnet assembly, developing recycling infrastructure, and securing alternative supply chains through partnerships with countries like Australia, Vietnam, Chile, and Peru. To reduce dependency on imports, India is rapidly scaling up domestic capabilities. Indian Rare Earths Ltd, IREL, has been tasked with expanding mining and processing operations, with a target to produce approximately 450 tons of neodymium by FY 2026 and double that by 2030. Additional measures under consideration include a production-linked incentive-style scheme and reduction in import duties on related machinery. Globally, countries such as the US, Canada, and Australia are also working to diversify supply chains and reduce reliance on China. Beijing's licensing regime, justified on national security grounds, has underscored the strategic vulnerability of overdependence on a single source for critical minerals. India's approach combines urgent diplomatic efforts to ease Chinese restrictions with long-term plans for self-reliance, leveraging domestic production, recycling, and global alliances. This dual-track strategy aims to mitigate near-term disruptions while building sustainable, resilient supply chains for the future. China has unveiled the CR450, set to become the world's fastest commercial train, reaching speeds of 450 km per hour. Built on the CR400 series, it features improved aerodynamics, lightweight materials, and energy-efficient traction, making it 10% lighter and 20% more efficient. Designed for passenger comfort, it offers 4 classes: business, premium first, and second class, each with enhanced seating and amenities. Currently undergoing rigorous testing following its November 2024 showcase, the CR450 ensures safety and high performance before deployment. This innovation underscores China's commitment to expanding high-speed rail, with plans to extend its network from 48,000 kilometers to 60,000 kilometers by 2030. By setting new benchmarks in speed and sustainability, the CR450 aims to revolutionize rail travel, offering a greener alternative while enhancing connectivity across China. This milestone cements China's global leadership in high-speed rail technology, reshaping the future of transportation.